Santa's running and Santa's serious. Santa's running. Santa's running. 48 candidates for Alaska's lone U.S. House seat include an ex-governor, a doctor, professor, a gardener, a few lawyers, and fishermen. Okay? But no figure's more recognizable than Santa Claus. This particular Santa's personal history is not regular Christmas tale. He's a monk who took a vow of poverty, serves on the North Pole City Council, and agrees with most of what Bernie Sanders has to say. But with a white beard, round appearance, and soft-spoken demeanor, he looks and sounds like the real deal. He really does. That's the Santa look. Behind the name and appearance is a man with a detailed campaign platform that some say gives him a fighting chance at capturing one of the top four spots in the special June 11th primary needed to advance to the general election in August. Benefiting his name, Klaus is taking an unconventional approach to running for office. His name is Klaus. He says he'll spend no more than $400 of his own money on the campaign. He's running as an independent, uninterested in towing a party line, not accepting donations, not planning any in-person events. At 74, he's worried about COVID-19, not planning to send mail to Alaskans, and not taking any endorsements from politicians, though he says a couple have already offered. With a name like Santa Claus, he legally changed his name, I guess. Some are wondering, is any of that even necessary? When your name is Santa Claus, name ID has got to be rated at 100%, says political consultant. I'm not sure what he'd spend money to say. Could he actually improve the image of Santa Claus? The only other candidate in the race whose name recognition rivals Santa's is former Governor Sarah Palin. She's running. Who elicits strong emotions ranging from adoration to detestation, is widely seen as one of the most famous or infamous Alaskans in the history of the state. Highly polarizing. Yeah. Broad discretion. She's back. By contrast, Santa's name evokes broadly positive feelings, also belies on a progressive platform that stands out in its ruby red surroundings. When you go to vote, you have to leave out a plate of cookies. With interview requests streaming in from national outlets, Klaus isn't complaining about the Claus. I'm struggling. Claus isn't complaining about the Santa advantages, but hopes that some voters will also look up to his campaign platform. His views include supporting Medicare expansion, reducing federal defense spending. That's pretty good. If elected, Claus says he wants to carry on some of the work started by Republican Representative Don Young, held Alaska's U.S. House seat for 49 years till his sudden death last month. That includes joining the cannabis caucus that Young led. Really? Are we smoking? But Claus also wants to promote more Santa-esque policies, improving health, safety, and welfare for all of the workshop elves. Are the elves unionized? Is Santa pro-union? And people who are neglected, exploited, abandoned, or homeless. We got to talk. We got to have a talk with Santa. Hey, welcome in. Yeah, right. Welcome in. He should fulfill a whole bunch of letters to Santa and work with the postal service who field those letters. Would be a great campaign. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. What I'm trying to do is find common ground, move Alaska forward, and set a better example for some of the other folks that are in Washington. Why not come in there as Santa and see if I shake it up a little? Shake it up a little bit. Excuse me. Of the 400 he's lent to his campaign, 100 has gone to the state's filing fee and around 150 to his website. The remainder may go toward sending out a press release to clarify his positions on various issues, but he plans to spend no money on advertising or traveling to other parts of the state. People have asked to make buttons or go out and wave signs. I just decline politely. His low-cost strategy may be working. A Twitter account he launched April 1st, the day he announced he'd run for office, had more than 7,000 followers by April 9th. Santa Claus for Alaska.com. Not bad. Not a bad website. It's okay. I think you got gypped up. I think you got ripped off. Excuse me. I forgot. All right. Okay. Still, the unforgettable name brings with the possibility that some won't take him seriously. so far has been unable to verify his Twitter account. Process would give him the blue check mark. I'd love that too. It would allow him to follow more new accounts per day, increasing his reach, which he says is part of his campaign strategy. It's free. Let him follow more. He changed his name in 2005 from Thomas O'Connor. That's pretty boring. It's like my name. It just, Dan Simpson. It just sits there. Thomas O'Connor. Boring. He did it as an effort to bring awareness to children's issues. He said he's planning to run only for the special election to carry out the remainder of Young's term and not the regularly scheduled election. Let him in. His goal, he says, is to get a little balance going, and then whoever wins the big election will have a clean slate, whether it's a Republican, Democrat, or Independent. Allison Rennie reminds Republicans who criticize socialism, here's a tweet from them, not to accept Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, or food stamps, or allow their children to attend tax-supported schools, visit public beaches, parks, libraries, or use public roads, call 911, unless paying for these services. It's tricky. All right, reading on. The naughty list. This is a big, long-ass fucking article, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. There you go. Santa Claus. He's running.